Henry John Burnett was the last man to be executed by hanging in Scotland in August 1963. About 6 years before he was hanged, a woman named Mary May married a man named Thomas Guillen. They moved into a flat owned by Margaret's grandmother in Aberdeen. The couple had a son in 1958 and another one in 1961. However, Guillen would find out that he was not the father of the second child. That led to some issues in the marriage, as it probably would for most couples. The next year, Margaret went to a lawyer to see about a divorce, but Guillen refused. Husbands could do that back in the day. So instead, she goes to work at a fish cure's and she met Henry Burnett. They start up a relationship, and in May 1963, Margaret moves out of the apartment and takes her young son with her, the younger one. She moves into a new flat with Burnett. Burnett gets weird, though. He starts thinking that Mary was going to leave him, and he starts locking her into the apartment whenever he goes out. She was not in for this sort of treatment, so she happened to run into Guillen on May the 31st and agreed to leave Burnett and return to him. So she takes a friend and returns to Burnett's place to pick up her son. She told Burnett that she was leaving. He slams the door closed on the friend and holds a knife to Margaret's throat. The friend is panicked outside and begins banging on that door, demanding that Burnett let Margaret out. Burnett opens the door and runs off down the street. Margaret wasn't hurt, and the two women start on their way back to Guillen's flat. Burnett, in the meantime, shows up at his brother's work. The brother tells him to go to the police, but Burnett isn't having that. He wants revenge instead. So he goes to the brother's house and tries to borrow a shotgun. The sister-in-law was not about to lend it, so Burnett breaks into the cabinet, steals the gun and some ammo. Then he gets on a bus with the shotgun and the ammo and heads for Guillen's flat. This day, as you can probably tell, well, it's just not going to play out very well. The two women and Guillen are in the flat. Burnett forces his way in. Guillen comes out of the kitchen door, and there's Burnett with the shotgun. Guillen is shot dead. Burnett then kidnaps Margaret at gunpoint, threatening a kid who was nearby on his way out. He drags her down a lane toward the main road out of Aberdeen until he reaches a gas station, and there he steals a car. Cops soon follow him. Surprise, surprise, right? And he just gives up about 15 miles out of town. He tried to plead insanity and diminished responsibility, but rage and revenge are neither one of those things. The jury certainly didn't buy it. He was hospitalized in the past for psychopathic tendencies, whatever that meant in the 50s. But again, the jury was not buying any of that, so he was sentenced to death. His parents and even Guillen's family asked for his reprieve. However, because Burnett himself did not appeal, he was executed. And there you have it. Until next time, thanks for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and you want to see more, please click the subscribe button and hit those notifications so that you don't miss any uploads. We appreciate you. Thanks.